Oh, well, hi there. For those who don't know me, I'm Ivka. And while the TVs were off, I guess we just had to create our own news, huh? Just kidding. Anyway, the TVs were off. And kudos, Mr. President, you finally pulled off the I'm the man key. Well, and with a courtesy call, for that matter. Because you actually briefed the media that you were going to do what you were going to do. So, we can't blame you for actually being the man. President, we, all Kenyans, elected. Well, there might be some issues there. I mean, some would say you were rigged in. Others would say they quite legally elected you. So, well, I guess that boils down to the IEBC. Well, you might have to figure out a way to cure that disease. But in the meantime, it didn't go so well for your opposition. Somebody got stood up at the altar. Can we say that? It's one way to put it. Well, and not only did they get stood up at the altar, by the bride, by the minister too. Somebody had to swear themselves in. So is it Mr. Raila, Honorable Raila, or President Raila? Well, we sure as hell don't know what the heck name to use. Well, in the meantime, you claim to be president. Your claims, well, we can't yet substantiate. But that's besides the point. Now, where are we as Kenyans? I mean, which kind of leader would we want? We're left in the middle. And that's the problem when two lovers collide. Somehow, vita vya panzi na kunguru, nyasi ndizo humia. Well, here we are. It's a new day. We've begun again. And yet, we don't know where we're headed. So, Mr. President, we really need some direction. It's good you landed in style yesterday. But do something. Really, really, something needs to be done about the uniting of all Kenyans. We all need to be put together as one. Because definitely, we need to be one if this country is going to move anywhere. We really need to be united. And well, my last video we talked about education. And that brings me to today's point. I'm just thinking, okay, well, turning off television stations was actually one hell of a step to make, Mr. President. I don't know about the consequences. Well, we'll know about that later. But in the meantime, just one day and quite a bit of our institutions were disturbed. I mean, some people didn't get to go to work because of fear. Some would attribute that to Raila's, should we say, fame. Well, he's well known whenever he gives a public speech or holds a rally, hell could as well break loose. And their Kenyans are rightful to fear. So Raila, do you want to be associated with fear and turmoil and breakdown of the country, or do you want to be associated as a statesperson? Well, I leave that to you. But in the meantime, what usually happens when a man is stood up at the altar? Well, men, please join in this conversation and let us know your ideas. What should Raila do after being stood up at the altar? Well, some would say drink his head off, go comatose, and wake up 2 or 3 days later not remembering what happened. Well, if that's a choice. Some would say, well, sleep it off, wake up in the morning and begin again. Well, I don't think that's a choice he might really go for. Sounds a little boring. Well, he told us to wait. Well, Kenyans, aren't we all good at waiting? Because we do a good job of waiting. That's for sure. Now, but what's left for Raila to do? Actually nothing. I would actually advise you to still take the high road. It's not yet too late to take the high road. You could still walk away from this and just be the statesman we all want you to be. Unite Kenyans. And of course, be the watchdog for the government. See that they do the right thing and they do what they promised Kenyans that they would do. You're good at that, and I would advise that you do that. But well, yeah, you're not high on advice. We've seen that time and again. So well, we are not sure which way you will take. So, and you like us you like us waiting, so we will wait. But Kenyans have waited for centuries, and I'm about to think it might be too late for you, Mr. Raila, if you don't turn around right now, right here, today. So I wanna ask you, I wanna implore you as a Kenyan to really think twice about the next step you're going to take, and may it be in the line of unity and harmony. So that's what's in my mind today. And I want to ask all Kenyans to really rally towards peace and avoid all thoughts of disharmony, all acts of disharmony, because we really do need peace if we need to move forward as a country. So that's my advice as a patriot. And of course, you're free to comment on this video, you're free to share your ideas and any more topics you would want us to talk about during this short videos that I'll be shooting from now henceforth. You're very welcome. Please put your comments and let's discuss. It's our country, we have to have a say. So, well, to the media, I would say let's do positive news making. We need to bring Kenyans together and not divide them. We don't need to take sides. We need to say the news as it is, but also bring out a positive side where Kenyans can appreciate the good things they have, not just the negative things. And of course, there's matters of the law. We need to really look out for the interests of the Kenyan, and not only just what will be good for the ear, for the curious minds, for those who are looking for some juicy news, but we need to really bring out news that builds every Kenyan, puts us together and moves us forward. That's what we need to do. So for the journalists, that's a ball in your court, and we really need to pick that ball and throw it in the goal, because Kenyans are waiting, Kenyans are looking, Kenyans are waiting for their savior. Will you be one? Well, that's all I have to say. Bye bye for now.